e-learning plan.
So moved.
Second. Roll call, please.
Godinez.
Here.
Jaramillo Flores here. Kelly. Pesek.
Here.
Merida. Here. And Villarreal.
Here. Dr. McGrath.
Good evening, Mr. President, members of the board. I apologize that we don't have a network right now, so I cannot present my presentation on our 2025 to 2028 e-learning plan. The state of Illinois requires every 3 years for us to reapply for our e-learning plan on emergency days or any other days that could require e-learning. So I'm going to go over 11 bullet points that we as a district must provide for our e-learning and just explain shortly from the bullet point to what Morton District 201 does. Number one, ensure that all teachers and staff who may be involved in the provisions of e-learning have access to any and all hardware and software that may be required for the program. All Morton High School District 201 certified staff are supplied with PC laptop devices to utilize during their employment with the district. Number two, ensure and verify that at least 5 clock hours of instruction as required under section 10-19.05 of the school code for each student participating in an e-learning day. Students in Morton District 201 will follow their regular class schedule using the bell schedule for the day. Participation for each class will equate to the normal daily allotment of minutes for that particular class. Number three, ensure access from home or other appropriate remote facilities for all students participating, including computers and other forms of electronic communication that must be utilized in the proposed program. All students in J. Sterling Morton High School District 201 have been issued laptops and other devices. Students have an additional 2 days to complete an assignment after an e-learning day. Students who encounter technical difficulties trying to access assignments can contact a member of our school's technology team. We have different technology teams at each campus. Ensure that non-electronic materials are available for students participating in the program who do not have access to the required technology or to participating teachers or students who are prevented from access to the required technology. District 201's practice is to make hard copy materials available upon returning to school for any student not able to access the e-learning technology during the emergency day. Students have an additional 2 days to complete the assignment after an e-learning day. Thus, if an e-learning day is a Wednesday, assignments are due the upcoming Friday. Number five, ensure appropriate learning opportunities for students with special needs. Students will be provided with materials that will also include expectations and opportunities for those to move forward academically when e-learning days occur. Expectations and goals will be individualized for each student and will be developed by each student's IEP or 504 team and will directly support each student's IEP goals or 504 plan. Case managers will make personal connections by phone or email with each of the students and or their parent/caregiver on their caseload in order to provide necessary support or assistance. If students are in EL programming in the district, their interactions with their teachers on e-learning days will meet the needs just as they do in face-to-face classroom daily learning. Number six, monitor and verify each student's electronic participation. Teachers will take attendance for all students present and participating in their class. Students must log into class via Microsoft Teams. Number seven, address the extent to which student participation is within the student's control as to the time, pace, and means of learning. E-learning is designed for synchronous learning experiences for students. Students will follow the normal bell schedule for the day. Teachers and school staff will be available during e-learning to provide students with any necessary assistance or support. Number eight, provide effective notice to students and their parents or guardians of the use of particular days for e-learning. Parents, students, and teachers are informed in October of each school year around the use of e-learning days via email and website posting from the superintendent. On e-learning days, communication will be sent through Skyward Messaging, Blackboard, Remind text messages to alert to the fact that school will be closed for an e-learning day. In addition, the district uses our website, local television stations, and social media to communicate, just as we have in the past for school cancellation situations. Just to reiterate the fact of when students, teachers, and parents are informed, if we approve this e-learning plan tonight, they will be informed this upcoming Friday is the date that they will be informed. Number 9, provide staff and students with adequate training for e-learning day participation. Staff are provided with ongoing professional development to ensure e-learning is the most viable and up-to-date opportunity that students can participate in. Students and staff will log into Teams in all of their classes on a dry run of an e-learning day in the end of October. Number 10, ensure an opportunity for any collective bargaining negotiations with representatives of the school district's employees that would be legally required, including all classifications of the school. Consistent and collaborative meetings work to ensure agreement with the working conditions for e-learning. Number 11, review and revise the program as implemented to address difficulties confronted. Administration meets monthly with the Morton Certified and Clerical Unions Executive Board to address issues and challenges that best meet the needs of District 201 students. And finally, number 12, ensure that the protocol regarding general expectations and responsibilities of the program is communicated to teachers, staff, and students at least 30 days prior to utilizing an e-learning day. Notifications in the forms of emails will be sent to all district employees with notification of intent to utilize e-learning will be sent during the 3rd week of September. The notice of public hearing will be posted in September for our October board meeting, which was today. Thank you. That concludes this, my report.
Thank you. Are there any audience comments on the e-learning? Hearing none, do we have a motion to adjourn the public hearing on e-learning?
So moved.
Second. Roll call, please.
Godinez.
Aye.
Anamia Flores, aye. Kelly. Aye. Moega. Aye. Villarreal.
Aye.
Pesek.
Aye. Can we have a motion to reconvene open session? So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Godinez.
Aye.
Anamia Flores, aye. Kelly. Aye. Moega. Aye. Villarreal.
Aye.
Pesek.
Aye. Please stand for a pledge to the flag. Pledge
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Recognition, Dr. King.
At this time, I'd like to turn it over to Mr. Gamboa for the AP Scholar.
Test.
Good evening. This is an unusual circumstance. Usually we do this at Morton East. It's a smaller celebration where we do the AP celebration in our gym, and then we do the recognitions for the board meetings at our building. But we have so many students this year that we did not have enough parking at East, and that we had to move it here. So it is truly amazing work by all our staff and all our students, and recognizing all the work that everybody's been doing. This year, I'd like to recognize first our teachers that are here today, teaching and recognizing the hard work in some new courses that we had for AP. First, for AP Seminar, our teachers, including the whole team, some are not here, Cynthia Belmars-Brown, Logan Brown, Candace Daly, Alexandria Ellison, Sophia Gonzalez, and Jeremy Robinson. So for those teachers, come on up and be recognized. It's perfect that Mr. Brown is here. He is the team leader for the AP Seminar class. Also, for a newer AP class, our AP Pre-Calculus test, our lead teacher, Mr. Dobrzanski, come on up. Luke Rostowski, Mr. Garrett that's not here, Patch Garrett, Matt Horvath is here, John Lindenberg is here, and Mr. Bogdan Theos is not here, but also like to recognize him as well. last but not least, for AP Chemistry, our PLT and teacher at East, Sandra Drummond. Great job. Not only did these teachers do a great job, they had a great percentage in their students passing AP exams. As you were all here for the AP celebration, a lot of these students came from these teachers teaching these classes, so thank you so much. Come on up for to the front and the back, and we'll do a picture of everybody. Thank you for your commitment to our students and to our district. Thank you. Next, we're going to recognize all of these students in the 3 chunks because we have so many students. So we're going to recognize the AP Scholars now. AP Scholars. So these students had 3 or more AP exams, and they scored 3 or higher on all of these exams already. With us here tonight, so in total, we've done about 40 to 50 students with all 3 of these recognitions. This year, we have 115 students. With us here right now, and then the students already have their certificates, so just like the teachers, come on up here as we call your name. Mariana Alvarez, Pedro Alvarez, Michael Avalos, Juan Castillo Perez, Yulina Flores Sanchez, Jaden Fuller, Angel Galindo, Julia Gomez, Aiden Lanverde, Carmen Legorreta, Camila Lopez Granados, Shawnee Marquez, Jack Miller, Christian Moreno Rivera, David Ocampo, Montserrat Palma Alvarez, Rosa Ramirez, Paula Salgado, Valeria Sandoval, Alejandro Terrazas, Juan Urigles, and Emmanuel Villaseñor, your AP Scholars.
You guys all have 9 credit hours at college. You can have your comments.
All right, everyone, make sure certificates are. All right, big smiles. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Thank you.
Next, we have the AP Scholars with Honors. These students had 4 or more AP exams with a 3.2 or higher overall with all the tests put together. So this group, AP Scholars with Honors, Nathan Aparicio, Oswaldo Barron Alvarado, Itzel Bustos, Natzin Contreras, Jocelyn Flores Roa, Adrian Flores, Addison Gonzalez, Gabriela Gonzalez, Sarah Hernandez Jimenez, Ashley Hernandez, Alexander Sepulveda, Dana Silva, Ashley Valle, and Santiago Sarco.
For everyone, smile over here. One.
And last but not least, we have our AP Scholar with Distinction, so the top recognition from the College Board. This means these students took 5 or more exams and have an average of 3.5 overall on all those exams throughout the years. An insane commitment, a great accomplishments. We have Gabriel Hernandez that's not here today, Dalit Nava, Ana Pineda, Esteban Salazar, they're not here, but their names deserve to be said. With us today, Ellen Mejia Gonzalez. Come on. Ellen's not here, but I want to thank the board, our district office for providing these resources, for providing everything that our students need. This is truly a great commitment that we've had since 2008 to give our students the best, and thank you for always doing that. Thank you. Mr. Beers.
Mr. President, also honoring tonight our school principal, a proclamation from the state of Illinois, whereas school principals play an integral role in nurturing a positive student-centered culture in elementary, middle, and high schools across the state of Illinois. And whereas school principals are responsible for attracting, retaining the best teachers and support staff to ensure that each child receives equitable educational opportunities and services to reach their potential. And whereas it is the primary responsibility of the state of Illinois to provide adequate and equitable resources for schools so that all students have access to quality education and a foundation for a successful future. And whereas the Illinois Principal Association, which represents over 6,900 educational leaders statewide, believes that educators' experiences and voices are essential to crafting effective education policy. And whereas the Illinois Principals Association is committed to developing, supporting, and advocating for innovative educational leaders through high-quality professional development, networking opportunities, and legislative advocacy. And whereas school leaders face many obstacles in supporting and educating our young people, and it is through their perseverance, passion, and hope-filled leadership that Illinois continues to produce quality, career-ready students. And whereas we must continue to encourage, support, and recognize our school principals who have a positive impact on Illinois students and the educational system in the land of Lincoln. Therefore, J.B. Pritzker, Governor of the State of Illinois, do hereby proclaim that October 19th through 25th of 2025 as Principals Week and October 24th as Principals Day in Illinois to recognize principals, Illinois Principals Association for all they do to help our children learn and succeed. We are celebrating our principals this evening because the time that our next board meeting will be in November, and homecoming, we will interfere with the Principal Association's Principal Day, and we want our kids to be celebrated during the homecoming week. Mr. President, at this time I'd like to present to you our certificates to our principals with a proclamation. First, Ms. Erin Kelly. Mr. Eric Ramirez. Christina Cavanaugh, who is not here today. And the one and only Jose Gamboa. Last but not least, the principal of our up-and-coming Career and Technical Education Center that will be built just south of the Freshman Center and Alternative School, Mr. James Conley.
Eyes right here. 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to call up Principal Ramirez for teachers from the Freshman Center recognitions.
It's an honor to host here today. I'm glad that it's a wonderful event and celebrating our students. We don't have any AP scholars for the freshmen, but I do want to recognize 2 Freshman Center teachers. These teachers dedicate their time to teaching college-level courses to freshmen at our campus, and our students are having great success. So I want to call up Mr. Roush and Ms. Eileen McCormick. Just to give you a little stats, between both of them, they had a 77% or 76% success rate with students earning a 3 or better. And between both of them, they had 16 students score a 5 on the AP exam. So it was great.
Next to the other tall man then.
One over here. 3, 2, 1. Big smiles. Thank you.
Considering the fact that you guys are all AP honor students, we know that you want to go back and study, so you're welcome to leave as we begin the business portion of our meeting if you'd like. Again, we'd like to congratulate those students. As you're exiting, I'd like to point out that back in 2008, we had 200 students in the AP program only. We only gave 50 tests. And now you have students that are freshmen that already have college credit. Congratulations, students.
During my report.
Okay, student board members report. Megan, would you like to start?
Good evening, Dr. K, Mr. President, and members of the board. Here's my student board report for the month of September and the first week of October. In addition to last month's report, Morton East had a successful club fair, and on average, 90 to 100 people signing up or taking a flyer from each club. On September 26th, we had an extended third hour for our Hispanic Heritage Assembly. This involved various entertainment from our mariachi, political club, choir, and SHH. SHH also created an interactive quick trivia games for the teachers in the crowd to participate in. A lot of our clubs have fundraisers, such as SHH had an Aguas Frescas event after school, and NHS had a smoothie fundraiser from September 24th to September 25th during all supervision periods. On September 30th, Morton East mathletes competed against Hinsdale South, Wheaton North, and Leiden for the Western Suburban Math League. Our students placing 10th, 7th, and 3rd place in advanced algebra, students placing 9th, 7th, 4th, and 3rd in pre-calculus, and placing 2nd place as a team. On October 1st, to wrap up the month, we had our sophomores and juniors take their pre-ACT exam. They were expected to be in their rooms at 8 a.m., latest 8:30, and later dismissed at 12 p.m. And for our upcoming events, from October 20th to October 24th is our Homecoming Spirit Week. The school day leading up to our homecomings on Saturday night, we have spirit days of different things for our students to participate in. Those things being our favorite Pajama Day, our most participative, Retro Vintage Sports Day, Futuristic Day, Decades Day, and Morton Spirit Day. And we will have our homecoming on October 25th. We will host our Blast the Past homecoming. Entrance will be on 25th Street Gate. Doors open at 6:30, doors close at 8:30, and dance is over at 10 p.m. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Adrian, with the student board member report from Morton West.
Good evening, Dr. K, Mr. President, members of the board. I'm here tonight to provide an update on recent activities at the West Campus, highlighting our efforts to ensure students are career ready, college ready, and life ready, along with curricular updates and school-wide initiatives that continue to strengthen our community and support student success. Career ready. Over the past few weeks, we've taken important steps to help our students explore career pathways. We hosted 2 certified nursing assistant, CNA informational sessions in partnership with Morton College, giving interested students a direct look into healthcare opportunities. Additionally, several branches of the U.S. military visited during lunch hours to connect with students and provide insight into military careers. These visits have been well received and reflect our ongoing commitment to preparing students for life after high school. College readiness. Our college readiness efforts are in full swing. We're holding college application workshops every Tuesday and Thursday during all lunch periods to provide one-on-one and small group support. We've also hosted two evening FAFSA IB workshops to assist families with the financial aid processes. In addition, we welcomed 6 college representatives to campus for student information sessions. And our students recently participated in a site visit to Arupi College an exciting opportunity to experience a college environmental firsthand. Life Ready. On the Life Ready front, our student services team has been working diligently. They followed up with 172 students based on data from our panorama services, connecting many of them with the appropriate services and resources. Health classes hosted Erica's Lighthouse presentations, where school social workers, psychologists, and school resource officers partner with the health teachers to provide a 3-day series of presentations and activities that allow freshman students to see the faces and learn the services and support available to them, along with the many trusted adults that will be with them the next 4 years in their high school journey. The following day, SRO Santos comes and does a presentation about good decisions, social media, good decisions, social media behavior, and resources for support. Overall, helping students recognize the signs of depression, understand available support, and learn how to reach out when they need help. We also ensured follow-up support was available for students who requested it. Our MTSS and VARR teams have launched interventions for students facing challenges with attendance, grades, and behavior. In addition, all student services staff came together to support students who have been affected by recent losses in our community, ensuring that they feel seen and supported. Curricular updates. Our team has been active across all grade levels. 9th grade, we visited freshman ed classes to introduce the support team and discuss the importance of GPA and overall student success. 10th grade, our team worked in English classes to onboard students with activities like the Would You Rather assessment and Find Your Path, helping students explore their interests and strengths. 11th grade, we partnered with the U.S. history teachers to onboard students and present key information for junior year planning. And finally, 12th grade, we pushed into senior English classes to guide students through school links, tutorials, and begin post-secondary planning. We also held a lunch and learn for teachers on September 25th to deepen their understanding of school links. And our counselors worked with the PCIS during parent night to onboard families to the platform, using a mobile computer card to ensure access and engagement. School-wide initiatives and events. September's Mustang Mission, Fuel Your Passion, Find Your Place, was a resounding success. Over 1,000 students participated and will be receiving spirit wear featuring the mission's logo as a token of recognition and encouragement. Our October mission, Random Acts of Kindness, is already underway. The Student Advisory Committee launched the initiative by greeting students at the entrance with high fives and positive energy, setting the tone for a warm and supportive school day. We're also looking forward to several important upcoming events, like parent-teacher conferences that will include sessions on grading, attendance, counselor presentations by grade level, and an overview of the seal of literacy. Our AP celebration and community resource fair will recognize student achievement and connect families with local organizations. Homecoming dance and parades are scheduled for October 25th as well. School Safety Week is planned for October 20th through 24th week with activities that promote a secure and supportive learning environment. As I finish up my report tonight, I wanted to reflect on the effectiveness and efficiency of the school resource officers handling a frightening situation earlier this week of rumored ICE sightings in Cermak Plaza. Officer Gordon and his team were able to defuse the situation, calm the students of the abrupt scare, and disperse the crowd of people who were pressing some of our students walking out of school. In conclusion, it's been a busy and rewarding start to the school year. We're proud of the work our students and staff are doing every day to create a welcoming, engaging, and academically rigorous environment. Thank you for your time and for your continued support of our school and students. That concludes my report.
Thank you so much, Adrian. Moving on to the agenda, the superintendent's report. Dr. Kuzniewski.
Thank you, Mr. President, members of the school board. First and foremost, again, I want to just point out the fact that back in 2008, the Board of Education believed in the fact that we could open up our enrollment for AP classes to all students. At that time, there were only 200 students in the AP program. You guys listened to our vision and you opened it up. And we we have given over 5,500 exams for our AP students, and that is just outstanding. For those of you in the audience that don't understand that, a 3 or better on the AP exam is worthy of college credit in every university or college in the state of Illinois. Those students who are scored a 5, that's a perfect score. So we've done an outstanding job preparing our teachers. Our teachers have done an outstanding job of preparing your students. So we're extremely proud of each one of those. Mr. President, I'd like to bring to your attention the items on the agenda for your consideration tonight. Item number 11.7, principal reports. Please note that with the number of recognitions that we're doing tonight, we have placed those principal reports in the written form within your packet. Number 13.11, the approval of minutes for the closed session of the regular Board of Education meeting for September 10th, 2025. Item number 13.2, the approval of minutes for the open session of the regular meeting of September 10th, 2025. Item number 13.4, the approval of discipline as discussed in closed session. I'll read that expulsions at this time. Item number 13.4.11, student ID number 461422, expulsion held in abeyance for the remaining of the 25-26 school year and the entire 26-27 school year, pending successful participation and completion at the Morton Alternative School. Item number 13.4.1.2, student ID number 473057, the expulsion held in abeyance for the 25-26 school year, pending successful participation and completion at the Morton Alternative School. Item number 13.4.1.3, student number 480873, expulsion held in abeyance for the remaining of the 25-26 school year and the entire 26-27 school year, pending successful participation and completion at the Morton Alternative School. Item number 13.4.1.4, student number 491357, expulsion held in abeyance for the 25-26 school year, pending the successful participation at the Morton Alternative School. Also asked, we have 13.6, the approval of board travel and or expense reimbursements in accordance with board policy 2125. We have none for this month. But I would, Mr. President, ask that you table the following numbers as the staff and I continue to negotiate for better pricing and or explore other options. And that would be item number 13.10.7, bond counsel services, and item number 13.10.8, municipal advisor services. With that, Mr. President, I conclude my portion of the meeting.
Thank you, Dr. King. Mr. Josh McMahon, Dr. McMahon, with the Assistant Superintendent of Educational Programming report.
Good evening, again, Mr. President, members of the board. First, tonight, I would like to go over my action items. Action item 14.2, that is our e-learning plan application approval. And then 14.3, again, I apologize for not being able to present the summer school calendar, but I was able to take a screenshot of it. It is in your packet. But our summer school calendar for the 25-26 school year, just so everyone is aware, summer school and our extended school year for our special education program will take place Wednesday, June 3rd through Wednesday, June 24th. There will be no school on June 19th in observance of Juneteenth. Our summer school graduation will be held on Thursday, June 25th. Our summer bridge program for our incoming freshmen, our graduating 8th graders of all of our partner districts, that will take place session 1, Thursday, June 4th through Thursday, June 24th, with no school, again, on June 19th, in observance of Juneteenth. Session 2 of Summer Bridge is Monday, July 6th through Friday, July 24th. Next, I would like to speak to the Education Committee. The Education Committee met on October 7th and covered the following items: parent-teacher conferences, new class proposals for 26-27, the fall housing report, October practice ACT test overview, the summer school calendar, which I just presented, and our Mustang Momentum Challenge. Also, in your packet is our Director of Technology. His packet is in there. The amount of hard work that has been taking place by our Director of Technology and his team has done great things for our students and staff in upgrading our security and our connectivity. We had zero problems on October 1st with our practice ACT exam. Having over 5,500 students testing on that day, had zero issues. And so again, but please look at his report in there as well. With that concludes my report. If there are no questions.
Thank you, Dr. McMahon. Business Manager's report, Mr. Valdez.
Good evening, Mr. President, members of the board. I'd like to start off my report tonight with an estimate of our 2025 tax levy. Unfortunately, the internet is out, so I cannot provide the full presentation. However, I'm going to briefly describe what we're planning on doing for this upcoming tax year. The tax levy is the district's request for local property taxes, and the purpose of this is to access funding to maintain and enhance programs associated with providing our students with a high-quality educational experience. This year, we're estimating that 44.6% of the total district revenue is going to be generated by local property taxes. Going over the levy process requirements, it starts with an estimate. This estimate must happen at least 20 days prior to adopting the levy. This will be accomplished here tonight at this board meeting with the approval of the tentative levy. This process will also establish if an additional truth in taxation requirement is needed to be followed. This year, we plan on asking for $64 million, but overall, we anticipate in generating $63.7 from our tax levy. The $63.7 million is equal to roughly 2.5% increase compared to last year's property taxes. Moving on to the rest of my report, I'm asking for your approval on the following consent agenda items. 13.2, approval of payroll. 13.2.1, education in the amount of $5,986,765.48. Item number 13.2.2, building, $792,850. Item number 13.2.3, transportation in the amount of $958.50. Agenda item 13.3, approval of bills for payment. Item number 13.3.1 for October 9th, 2025. Number A, $4,170,957.79. Item number 13.3.2, October 9th, 2025. B, $157,204.30. Agenda item number 13.9, the approval of facility request. 13.9.1 for Irving Elementary School. 13.9.2, the Mustangs Youth at Football and Cheer. Agenda item number 13.10, the approval of contracts. 13.10.1, Dominican University Registered Nursing Program. Item number 13.10.2, Ashton Place for Morton East Prom. Item number 13.10.3, Ashton Place for Morton West Prom. Item number 13.10.4, Morton West National Honor Society Lollipop Fundraiser. Item number 13.10.5, the Blue Cross Blue Shield Health Insurance Renewal. Item number 13.10.6, Aetna Dental Insurance Renewal. Item number 13.10.9, the Architectural Engineering Services pending final negotiations with the superintendent. Item number 13.11, approval of bid or quote. We have none for this evening. Item number 13.12, the approval of bid results. We have none for this evening. Item number 13.13, the approval to accept donations or grants. We have none for this evening. Item number 13.14, the approval to dispose of district property. 13.14.1, printers at the Morton Transition Center. Lastly, I ask for your approval on the following action item. 14.1, the approval of the 2025 tentative levy. That concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you. The Executive Director of Human Resources, Mr. Bogart.
Good evening, Mr. President and members of the board. I have the following item to present for your approval. Under consent agenda, item 13.5.1, the personnel report, which includes recommendations for hires, leaves, terminations, resignations, suspensions, transfers for both certified and non-certified staff, and requests for new positions. If there are no questions, this concludes my report for the evening.
Thank you, Mr. Bogart. Audience comments on the consent agenda? Hearing none, could we have a motion to approve the consent agenda, removing item 13.10.7, bond counsel services, and removing item 13.10.8, municipal advisor services?
So moved.
Second.
With the motion and second, roll call, please.
Godinez.
Aye.
Mayor Flores. Aye. Kelly. Aye. Moraga. Aye. Berwyn.
Aye.
Pesek.
Aye. Could we have a motion to table item 13.10.7, bond counsel services?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Godinez.
Aye.
Mayor Flores. Aye. Kelly. Aye. Moraga. Aye. Berwyn.
Aye.
Pesek.
Aye. Could we have a motion to table item 13.10.8, municipal advisor services?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Godinez.
Aye.
Mayor Flores. Aye. Kelly. Aye. Moraga. Aye. Berwyn.
Aye.
Pesek.
Aye. Moving on to action items, we have a motion for approval of item 14.1, the approval of the 2025 tentative levy. Motion for approval, please.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Godinez.
Aye.
Mayor Flores. Aye. Kelly. Aye. Moraga. Aye. Berwyn.
Aye.
Pesek.
Aye. Item 14.2, the approval of the 2025-2028 e-learning plan. Do we have a motion for approval?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Godinez.
Aye.
Mayor Flores. Aye. Kelly. Aye. Moraga. Aye. Berwyn.
Aye.
Pesek.
Aye. Item 14.3, the approval of the 2025-26 summer school calendar. Do we have a motion for approval, please?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Godinez.
Aye.
Mayor Flores. Aye. Kelly. Aye. Moraga. Aye. Berwyn.
Aye.
Pesek.
Aye. Old business, hearing none. Audience comments, do we have a list?
Yes. Good evening. The J. Sterling Morton High School District 201 School Board welcomes community input by providing opportunities for public comment at all meetings. According to Board Policy 2.230, public participation at Board of Education meetings and petitions to the board, any person may comment to or ask questions of the board. However, the board will not respond to comments or questions during the commentary period. A response from the board, superintendent, or administrative staff will be provided within the reasonable time frame after the meeting if necessary. Any person appearing before the board is expected to follow these guidelines. Only people who signed in on the sign-in sheet will be allowed to address the board. When your name is called, please come up to the podium, state your name, spell it, provide your address, and please speak up. The time to address the board during public participation shall be limited to 3 minutes per person. Please conduct oneself with respect and civility toward others and otherwise abide by Board Policy 8.30, visitors to and conduct on school property. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Marisol Brambila, Marisol Brambila. I live in Berwyn. I am the mother of a student at Morton West High School, and I am here because both Berwyn and Cicero are being targeted by different federal agencies and making illegal arrests on our community. It is something that I've seen and have been witness to for months. In particular, our Latino community is being affected by this because there was literally, our Supreme Court said looking Latino, sounding Latino, having a Latino last name is enough of reason for people to stop us. And we know that's wrong. We know that's illegal. Even if they say it's legal, we know it's illegal. And it's been happening here, and it's been happening in Cicero for months, and it's starting to pick up in Berwyn. Someone was picked up at the McDonald's on Cermak Plaza, a McDonald's that students from Morton West visit regularly. I am demanding that the school district take further action in protecting our students and their families, and to not minimize the real threats that we are under. Believe me, I really, really wish that we did not have to burden any of our students with any of this, because they should be focusing on their AP classes and their regular classes and their homecoming. That is all they should be thinking about. And God, I wish that was all they had to worry about. But you have students in your district who have family members, who have parents who have been ripped apart from their homes. So don't pretend that this has not touched the schools that you work for. It's already there. It's not knocking at the door, it's inside the house. So it's not a time to say that the schools are not being affected by this. It is not the time to say that it's a media frenzy or that this is inflamed rhetoric. The reason why the media is having a frenzy is because there are incidents after incidents after incidents of this happening. Nobody's making this up. It's happening, and we see videos of it, and our children in our community have to watch our people being treated like animals. And I understand that's not the reality for some of you, so maybe it takes a little more empathy for you to put yourself in our shoes and realize what we are going through, what we are living through every single day. This is what we go to sleep with, and this is what we wake up to. Many of our students are already living in fear, so please step up. We cannot let them fall through the crack. And we cannot try to make it go away.
Thank you. Last call for Cristina Perez.
Is this on? Yep. Good evening. I'm grateful for this chance to address the board. My name is Dr. Cristina Perez. That's CHRISTINAPEREZ. I live in Berwyn, and I'm a full-time educator. Yesterday, I watched with horror the reports of my neighbors being kidnapped throughout Berwyn, including just a few blocks from my home, where ICE agents were stopping and interrogating teenagers, students like those who attend Morton West. So yesterday afternoon, I went to the school as students were being dismissed to hand out Know Your Rights cards and flyers. I was standing on the public sidewalk in front of the school where I have a right to be as a resident of Berwyn and as a taxpayer. Almost immediately, the students came up. They wanted the information. They wanted the cards. They wanted to know what to do. They wanted to have the phone numbers that they could share with their neighbors and their friends and their families. Almost immediately, I was surrounded, and Justin Stringer started harassing me and threatening me. Over 3 times, he told me that I was going to be arrested. He told me that I was scaring the young people. He told me that I was harassing the young people. He yelled at me, he videotaped me, and I truly believed I was going to jail yesterday for handing out life-saving information that the schools should be handing out to the students. Our students, our teachers, and all the employees in our schools need this information. I was not frightening them, I was frightened. I was not harassing anyone, I was harassed. I am asking that my right to stand on a public sidewalk be respected. I am asking that the police and the administrators stop lying to me and about me. And I am asking that the school provide Know Your Rights information directly to the students. Thank you.
Evelyn Rosales. The name was crossed out, I just wasn't sure, just want to make sure. Did you want to speak? Are you Ms. Rosales? No. Luz Chavez.
Luz Chavez, L-U-Z-C-H-A-V-E-Z, 16th and Ridgeline, Berwyn. So I grew up in Berwyn. I went to Havlicek, Lincoln Junior High, and I graduated from Morton West. And I came back to live here as an adult to support my community and make it a better community than I grew up in. I've tried to get new board members on this board because I have felt for years that you all have not served the needs of the population that you serve. And unfortunately, that continues to be the case. I'm here in particular because I'm incredibly disturbed by this board's refusal to inform high school students of their rights in the event that they're approached by ICE. Knowing your rights is civic education. It should be part of the curriculum every year, but especially when Latino communities are under attack. In the last 1.5 weeks, over 30 of our neighbors in Cicero have been abducted by armed masked men assumed to be ICE and Border Patrol, including at least 2 children. These abductions in Cicero are becoming more frequent and they're casting a wider net. Several neighbors have been literally snatched off of the street, regardless of whether they have had any previous interactions with police. Not that that would justify anything. I work with dozens of community members in Berwyn and Cicero to investigate ICE sightings and support families who have lost loved ones to this racist and fascist deportation campaign. Their experiences are real. They have often lost a primary breadwinner in the family and struggle to have food, pay bills, and pay rent. Some of them face eviction. I have personally spoken to many of these families in Cicero with students at the Morton District. This is not media hyperbole or inflamed rhetoric, as you stated in your email, Superintendent Kuzniewski. And for you to say such a thing is absolutely reprehensible. It shows you are not equipped to lead a school district that is 91% Latino. Jeff Pesek, you've been on the board a long time. I've tried to get you off the board because for various reasons of you being unfit. And another reason you are unfit, with the long list that I have, is on Sunday when several community members were trying to exercise our free speech and our freedom of assembly over at the Houby Day Festival. You disagreed with us. You could have used your words, right? You could have used your words and you chose violence. You snatched the banner that said ICE out of Cicero. What are you going to do?
My name is Cynthia Brito. I'm a Berwyn resident, and I'm here for the same reasons as my friends just shared with you all. Yesterday, after an ICE sighting near Morton West, we, volunteers, unpaid, came to pass out Know Your Rights flyers to students and to their families. We were on public sidewalk, passing out the flyers, and the administration thought it was appropriate to call the cops on us. 4 cop cars pulled up, 10 police officers came and started inciting violence to us, threatening arrest, calling us a mob for passing out Know Your Rights flyers. All of you here on the board are complicit, and my message is more for the community, because honestly, they don't consider us human beings or worthy of protections. Let's be real. Make sure everybody up here, we need to vote them out. Okay? I am calling for the superintendent who has done nothing to protect the students that you claim to care about and their families, who has refused to give Know Your Rights information to the families, and have done zero. I want you out. You need to resign. Board President Jeffrey Pesek, you need to step down because you have enacted violence and harm onto our people. Head Dean Justin Stringer, completely inappropriate. He needs to be removed. SRO Bob Gordon said I was manipulating by passing out Know Your Rights flyers, needs to be removed from that school. And Principal Christy Kavanaugh also needs to be removed. All of you need to be removed. Because it is unfathomable that you all have done nothing. And you're lying to these students, Adrian and Megan, telling them this rhetoric that are you serious? We're literally trying to help protect our families, our communities, and our students and our children, while you all do nothing. So no, you're not going to continue to manipulate the students and the public here. Please, make sure you take a good look at these people. We need to vote them out.
My name is Vanessa Avalos. I do live in Berwyn. Yesterday, October 7th, 2025, members of the Berwyn community, including myself, came out in support of Morton West students. A number of people were detained earlier that day by ICE agents just around the block at the Dollar Tree. So our concerned neighbors came out to hand out Know Your Rights information. This action was to acknowledge the terror happening just right next door from our high school. This was to empower students with important information and to be visible as elders for the youth in our community. Unfortunately, SRO Bob Gordon was perceived us as a threat. He called Berwyn Police Department on us. According to Berwyn Police Officer Jay Stransky, badge number 262, he was the one that said that he had called the Berwyn Police Department on us. When Bob Gordon arrived on the sidewalk where the police and Berwyn residents were discussing the matter, he proceeded to immediately state, you are manipulating young children. He also said, when you come in mobs of 5, use your brains, he told us. We're inciting violence. This is what we were handing out, Know Your Rights cards. This is a constitutional right. That was not inciting violence. Gordon was referring to the 5 community members that were passing Know Your Rights cards. There were more than 5, and we were scattered. And we were happy to be there passing out these Know Your Rights cards. Police Officer Kowal, badge number 235, said, you want me to hold your hand to my friend when he told him to go across the street, he should not be on the same side of the high school. I don't understand why somebody would demean someone like that. You talk about women We can't control our emotions. What about these men acting like they have the right to talk to residents? We pay their tax. We pay all of your payrolls. All of your payrolls. I think you guys should be fired if you guys do not act. I lost my place. Give me a second. Bob Gordon said something that truly stood out to me. He said, go back to Chicago. All members who came out with their Know Your Rights cards, my friends sitting right here, we all live in Chicago. We play, our kids go to school here. We are not from Chicago. We're not from Chicago.
Thank you.
You guys can wait. To insinuate that community trying to empower the youth with our constitutional rights, and to insinuate that only people from, to insinuate that we are only from Chicago, that's ridiculous.
Ma'am, please just be respectful of others.
You're the president, you have the power to extend the public.
I have 2 more sentences. You're extending this? Please, thank you.
Thank you, go ahead.
Hold on, now you got me all. To insinuate that community trying to empower the youth with constitutional information is something that Chicago would do and not deeply concerned members of Berwyn is repulsive. It begs the question, how many of Berwyn police officers are residents of Berwyn? Is Bob Gordon a member of Berwyn? No, he's not. What we must ask ourselves here in this moment in history is who's actually invested in the Berwyn's well-being. As residents, this is our home. We do not participate in our community for a paycheck or a pension. This is our home. We are parents. We are Berwyn residents. You may forget when you clock out and go home, but we live, work, and learn, play right here in Berwyn. If the board are all elected Berwyn representatives, then we are parents and Berwyn residents urge you to take this incident as a serious matter. What side of history you want to be on? Really? Cops need to come here to tell me to finish my few sentences? And watch when you guys get gas, what's going to happen?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be respectful or the meeting is going to be adjourned so we can bring order.
We have 2 more seconds, right?
You said 2 sentences. 2 sentences and I would
Well,
get
you kept on interrupting.
Ma'am, please go ahead.
Finish.
Thank you. Sorry, she's speaking. Please go ahead. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Dr. Judy Landeros, and I am a resident of Cicero and an alumni of Roosevelt Elementary, Lincoln Elementary, and Morton East High School. I'm here today because I am worried for our children, youth, families, and elders in our community. ICE and federal agents have been terrorizing our community for the past weeks. I know because I live here. I grew up here, and I see every day how our blocks and parks look emptier, our small businesses are struggling, and we are being surveilled with helicopters, drones, and submitted to scare tactics by federal agents. This should concern all of you. Our children and youth deserve to feel safe at school and not worry whether or not they'll return home to their parents or worry if it's the last day they'll see their family. Parents and caregivers deserve a school district that takes the well-being of their students seriously. Our honors and AP students that were just here deserve to be here with their families, yet some of them had to opt out because of fear. Mothers, fathers, siblings, uncles, aunties, elders have been abducted in Cicero and illegally kidnapped by ICE agents without warrants, targeted for being brown, for speaking Spanish, for looking like an immigrant, whatever that means, because this is native land, and unless you're native and indigenous to this country, you're an immigrant. But back to my first point. ICE agents are racially profiling folks in Cicero. If this is not your lived experience, then you don't get to decide what is best for our children and youth, and use your positions and credentials and degrees to leverage to tell us, our community, how to respond in these times when our students feel unsafe, because of the presence of ICE. This is not a safe environment for learning, and as administrators and educators, you all should know that this is part of your training. It is your duty to listen to students, families, and community members and do what they believe is best for our student population. I'm assuming many of you don't live in Cicero because your inaction to address the presence of ICE in our community and how it affects our schools speaks for itself. If you lived here and if you were a part of our community, actively involved, you wouldn't be silent. The good thing is that it's never too late to redeem yourselves. These are my demands. Have a forum for teachers and students to share their concerns and how ICE presence is affecting their learning, teaching, mental health, well-being, and safety. Implement an emergency action plan if ICE agents are outside of schools and share that plan with the community for feedback. Provide training for teachers and staff on how they should respond if there is presence of ICE at the schools. Provide Know Your Rights training and info sessions for all students and teachers.
Time.
I am a proud professor, teacher, educator, someone who was built by this community, and you deserve to do better we deserve for you to do better for our students.
Hello board, my name is Valeria de Loera, V-A-L-E-R-I-A-D-E-L-O-E-R-A. I live in Cicero, and I am a student at Morton East High School. So many of my friends and even staff members have been terrified for so many students, all because of our skin color or our native tongue. When I go outside, I am in fear of being taken by ICE officers. My mother lives in fear that she will be snatched up or dragged away like hundreds of other people have. A child or even adult should not have to fear of the place they live in or go to school in. None of this is media hyperbole. These are things that happen every day all around Morton East. So many of these students, even documented ones, live in fear all because of their skin color. The district should at least be showing students how they can protect themselves or know the rights for themselves and family, instead of being ignored or disregarded. If you don't listen to these amazing adults showing their concern for these students and staff and family, please listen to me and these children that go to this school. Morton runs on Latinos. Please listen to our concerns. The most we want is for you guys to at least address these things instead of saying such indecent things and saying that these things are just exaggerations. None of these are exaggerations. These things happen every single day to so many students and teachers and parents that do not deserve this, who are not criminals. Please, that's all we ask. Thank you.
Stephanie with last name starting with an E?
She said that she doesn't know.
Yeah, okay. Milagros Martinez.
Hello, 201 board members. I am Milagros Martinez, MILGROSMARTINEZ. The first thing I would like to address is the social media post that was made, where we can see an email sent by our superintendent to all our faculty and staff. Why did you use the word hyperbole? What about all those social media posts seems like a hyperbole to you? All those people dying, all those people going missing, all those people being injured while being detained and not being able to get taken to the hospital because we're quote-unquote monsters? Is that an exaggeration? All of those kids being left without their parents, all of those families being torn to pieces because their family members could be taken in an instant and they would never know. People living with the fear of stepping outside into our so-called land of the free just because of what we look like. Is that an exaggeration? Although there haven't been any reports of ICE being on school campus or inside, they are still around the area. The students still walk to school, the students still take the bus.
they still get dropped off near the school. They are still at risk. There could have been many posts of ICE. There have been many posts of ICE being around Morton East and near Morton West. They are around. You guys sent a message to Skyward at 2:07 p.m. saying due to the conditions, the cafeteria will be open till 7. What conditions? Why can't you speak about the issue if it's affecting our learning? Not only that, but there has also been public cases and social media posts about our president of student board, Jeff Pesek, and our superintendent, Michael Kuzniewski, showing proof of them being unsupportive and biased leaders. Jeff Pesek has been said to be involved in drug deals and associated with the mob. A picture has also surfaced, our president pushing ICE protesters during the Houby Day parade. Our superintendent has had lawsuits made against him where he has said racist remarks and has been unsupportive to his diverse workers. These posts and cases have been around since 2011. It is 2025. It's been 14 years. 14 years, and this is still going on. We deserve leaders who support us and help their students with emergency protocols and special assistance. Majority of the students in the Morton District are people of color. We are all humans. You, Dr. Michael Kuzniewski, you, Jeff Pesek, you bleed the same color we bleed. We all breathe the same air. Latinos didn't do anything wrong. Our people work day and night to support their families and loved ones. You school board members are just like us. You feel the emotions we feel. I know I can't control the way you feel and I can't make your decisions, but I hope you think about what I'm saying and my words cross your mind at night. I hope you remember me and I hope you remember what I say. We just need assistance from our community, that's all. Be better and do better.
We have Isela Bustos.
Hello everyone, my name is Isela Bustos, ICELA-BUSTOS. I'm a Morton East student, and I'm here to speak about the situation going on with ICE, but not only that, but also the ignorance that has been received to our part. We look at all the people here, all the people that have spoken, and we see that clearly these people are afraid. These people are in fear that their parents will be taken away, that their rights are being taken away. They could be U.S. citizen. I am a U.S. citizen, and I feel like I do not have the right to even speak, to even look a certain way because of the ignorance not only of ICE, but the ignorance of this district. I'm a student that's very involved with school. I have good grades. I'm an AP scholar. I was just recognized. And it makes me upset about the fact that we're celebrating our intelligence, we're celebrating our honor, but we are at the same time we're being broken down into pieces because we're being ignored. Our voices are not being heard. I have friends who are afraid to come to school because of the situation going on, which has not been spoken about. And instead of reaching out to those students, they're being penalized for the situation. So why is it that these students who are in fear, that you're supposed to support them and give them the aid that they need in order to become better, to feel safe in the school environment, to not be afraid to receive an education? Why are these students being ignored? Why are these students being avoided? I actually wrote a poem about the situation. It's in Spanish, but I'm gonna read it because that's my first language and that's where I come from. And it goes like this. Siempre fue algo que me rompió el corazón en pedazos. Ver cómo aquellas familias, aquellos padres que lo dieron todo por darnos un futuro mejor, un futuro que honrara aquel apellido, fueron derrumbados por la ignorancia del mundo, por aquellos líderes políticos que nunca tuvieron que estar en el otro lado, en el lado del esfuerzo, en el lado donde se trabajan 12 horas bajo el sol, en alturas peligrosas, el sudor y sacrificio. Ese lado ellos nunca lo entenderían.
Hoy vivo en un tiempo donde el orgullo hispano se transforma en miedo, en un tiempo donde nuestras familias son separadas por la culpa y la ignorancia de quienes guardan rencor en su corazón. No entendía lo que era ese miedo inmenso hasta que mis amigos fueron correteados por ICE, oficiales que deshonran mi bandera al ponerla en sus carros y al mismo tiempo desprecian a mi gente. Simplemente por verme hispana me juzgan como criminal. Land of the free, land of the opportunity. ¿Dónde está aquella oportunidad? Cada paso que doy viendo viene acompañado de ansiedad, con el temor de que un día se lleven a un ser querido, con el miedo de perder todo lo que he trabajado. Ser ciudadana en los Estados Unidos no me demuestra unidad, me demuestra desigualdad. ¿Cuándo veré un cambio en mi comunidad? Esa pregunta me persigue a mí y a muchos estudiantes como yo. Fear is an understatement. Cuando hablo de ese sentimiento se me hace un nudo en la garganta. Ese cansancio se convierte en ansiedad, en angustia, en desvelo. Por mi gente, por mis amigos, por mi familia, por mí misma, alzo la voz por todos aquellos que no tienen la voz para defenderse por sí mismos. Hispanic is pride and I will never stand without it, but stand beside it.
I don't think you heard.
Andy Carrasquedo.
Good evening, board and everyone here. My name is Andy Carrasquedo, Carrasquedo. I'm going to speak here in a student's perspective of how we've been dealing with this situation since more than a month. It's kind of devastating how our own board member that represents us has failed us, has disappointed us. We truly have friends, my friends, have felt unsafe in school campus and outside school campus, and then some of them haven't even come to school for more than a week already. And it's kind of sad because they miss out school just because of fear of what's going on in the situation. And calling all of this as a hyperbole, like exaggeration, is kind of disappointing. How you guys believe over here is nothing wrong going on. But if you live here for at least, if you live here, you can see the whole thing going on, and it's sad how many here who have been giving out posters saying "Know your rights" are getting arrested when all they're trying to do is let the students know something that you guys didn't manage to do, to let them know that they have rights. And honestly, I feel really disappointed. All I ask is at least for you guys to know, and to know our situation, to understand our situation, that maybe you guys don't look at it wherever you guys are, but for us it's dangerous. It's a dangerous situation we're going, and it's unsafe for us. But you guys need to see this, that this is a real issue, that this is a real thing, and then stand up for us. If you guys truly care for your students of Morton, at least stand up and say something and show that we are Morton. But yeah.
My name is Jose Patino, JosePatino. I live in Cicero. I never thought that I'd have to come up here as a student and deliver a speech about my own community. I'm here to speak on the comments about the superintendent and what he stated in an email sent to staff and faculty. He said, and I quote, "I want to take a moment to address important concerns regarding the safety and well-being of all of our students, especially considering recent media hyperbole." First off, everything in the media is not hyperbole. If you didn't know what the word means, obviously you guys don't. Here it is straight from Google. An exaggerated statement or claims that are not meant to be taken literally. To say what ICE is doing is a hyperbole is very disrespectful. ICE is using inhumane and unconstitutional ways to steal immigrants off of our streets. And it's clear that the superintendent is proud of it. He's been seen at Trump rallies in 2016. And our president, Jeffrey Pesek, was seen pushing away ICE protesters during the Houby Day on October 5th, 2025. If they were on the right side of history, wouldn't they be encouraging these protesters? Secondly, Michael Kuzniewski stated, I have been reluctant to add fuel to the media-driven fire as no school district has reported any activity in or around schools. He says this when everyone has seen ICE outside of Morton yesterday, October 7th, 2025, around 2:55, which is our dismissal time. Just because no other districts have said anything doesn't mean you guys shouldn't. You need to be the difference and make the change that others aren't doing. It's clear that our superintendent is nothing but another white MAGA supporter, and I'm not going to stand for that. So I ask, please consider who you're working with and make a better choice. ICE approached the student yesterday and followed them home, so you can't claim that they aren't targeting teens. The student expressed that they were in so much fear. This student shouldn't have to fear being taken off the streets. Our community claims to be safe, yet when it comes to ICE, everyone wants to turn the other way. As writing the speech, more information came to life. A reel on Facebook shows Morton West faculty member Bob Gordon, and I quote, with video evidence, protesters are manipulating the children. These protesters were simply passing out Know Your Right flyers. To think this is what people claim manipulation is simply outrageous. What do you want to protect the students and have them know all their rights? It's sad to see that the school board does not care about their students and their families. And you, Michael Kuzniewski, yourself stated on the Morton 201 website, under my leadership, Morton 201 is focused on supporting the social and emotional well-being of all students, strengthening family and community partnerships. You claim you want to not only support the emotional and social well-being of all students, but also strengthen family and community partnerships. You being on the side of ICE proves you don't care. You want to strengthen our community, leave your role, and let someone who actually cares for the students and the community to have it. You sit there and you pretend you care, but if you really did, you would push away your political views and help your community. So what are you guys going to do about it? And I say to Megan, I love you, I really do, but to see that you're not actively fighting for us, as a student, you see what all of us are experiencing. And I'm so sad and so outraged that you were just silent. Please say something to them. They look at us like we're stupid, like we're animals. Are you kidding me? That's just bogus. Fuck that.
So I stayed after school I have a small group of students that I stayed with after school for a bit. And during that time I was in after school, I want to share with you something that was shared with me. I asked one of my students, I do know the numbers have gone down with the number of students coming to our classrooms. And one of the students, I said, Shailene, you haven't come to school, ¿por qué no has venido? Why aren't you here? And she's like, you know what, maestra? On Sunday, my dad tried to commit suicide. He grabbed a dagger and he tried to pierce it in his heart. My older brother stopped him. But we were at the hospital Sunday night, Monday, he's back home. I wouldn't have known this. She didn't come to me. I had to kneel down. I just noticed she was a little bit more quiet. How much of this stems from what's happening right now? I'm not sure. I didn't get to speak to her as long as I would have liked. What I do know is that right now, the board and your actions of what happened yesterday, you are mirroring the administration that we're under right now, up at the government. You are mirroring that. As I was driving home, I had already read that. I just learned about this today. It was on Threads and I seen it, and I got tense. I called my husband. He was trying to do a little barbecue in the backyard, and I go, hon, you need to come over here. I'm going straight over here. My daughter's a senior. She's a senior here. My son, who's in the Coast Guard, he graduated from Morton. And I have to be honest, I never felt that this board really had our backs or had my children's backs. There was quite a few times where I felt, even going to some of the football games, that I didn't like the way you were treating our community. I know one time I came in and it was right before 8 and you pushed me out like I was, and this action, that what happened yesterday, it kind of demonstrated that
Every single one of you have chosen to serve us. You have chosen to serve us. If you feel you are not capable, you need to step down. Because, I'm sorry to say, but our white people here, you do not have children that you're trying to find out, hey, take your passport. Hey, take a copy of it. Hey, they might stop. You don't have to worry about that. I not only see my children, and I worry about her, I worry about my son who's in the Coast Guard because of what he's going through as well, but I worry about our community, our members, and I feel that you don't. You need to do more. Just create something within the school. I feel you have the hearts. It's got to be in you. And if it's not, you do need to say, I can't do this. I can't.
Informational items, the next regular Board of Education meeting will take place at Morton West High School on Wednesday, November 12th, 2025, starting at 5 o'clock, going directly into closed session. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
No comments from us, cowards.
Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Cowards!
Roll call, please.
Moraga. Galleria. Pesek.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you.